Hey everybody, Erica here. I am coming to you today to talk about a piece of equipment that I think everybody should own once you branch off from doing video on your phone, which is great, but once you start branching off, getting a camera, one of the first lenses you should get, I'm going to talk about today, and let's go. All right, so today we're going to talk about this gem here. This is the Nifty 50. This is a 50mm prime lens. So what that means is prime is not a zoom. So most of the time, or a lot of the time, you'll see people using cameras who zoom in and out like this. That means that you can get closer or further away from your subject without having to move your feet. But with the prime lens, it is one length, and in order to get closer or further away, you have to move your feet. Prime lenses are really great. They are really sharp. They're actually sharper than zoom lenses because they only have one focal length to focus on. It's like us. We multitask. We might get a lot of things kind of done, but if we focus on one thing at a time, we get it done really, really well. So that is what a prime lens is. After you get your kit lens, which I'm assuming a lot of people, when they get their first DSLR, they get a kit, which means they get the camera body and a lens. So this should be the next lens that you should get, and I'm going to tell you why. You ready? Let's go. First reason why you need the Nifty 50 is because it is the closest to what your eye actually sees. There are a lot of different focal lengths out there, from 10 to hundreds, and every focal length has a distortion of some kind. Yes, even the Nifty 50, but this is the closest to what your eye actually sees. You know, you've seen the fisheye lens, which is one where it looks really bent, things like that. There are pros and cons to using lenses of all focal lengths, but if you want to try and get something that is closest to what you actually see, Nifty 50 is where you need to go. Second reason why you need to get the Nifty 50 is because it does great bokeh or bokeh, however you decide to say it. I say bokeh. I've heard it say both ways, but that is the shallow depth of field. So that is where the subject is in focus and then the background is blurry. You've seen it where the lights look like circles, like colored circles, and it's just really, really pretty. Bokeh does a couple of things. One, it makes sure that your subject is what people are focusing on, but then bokeh also it shows a level of professionalism, because with other focal lenses, there are other things that you have to do to get that bokeh. And so the bokeh, which a lot of professionals like using, is because it shows the professionalism. If you are just getting started, or even if you're not just getting started, and you just want a really quick, straight to the point lens that will help you get that bokeh in the easiest way, Nifty 50 is where you need to go. Reason number 3 why you need this lens is because it's versatile. So I was talking before about different focal lenses, like the different zoom lenses, the different prime lenses. Different lenses, different focal lengths are used for different things. So you're going to use a wide focal length for if you're doing landscapes, you want to get those skylines. You'll use a telephoto. You've seen those pictures of like the bee on the flower. That's a telephoto. But if you just want one lens, let's say you're going out to shoot a bunch of pictures or just some videos that day, and you don't want to have to carry 6 different lenses, but you want to be able to get a wide variety of shots like landscape, like portrait, things like that, the Nifty 50 is where you need to go. Next reason, I think we're up to number 4, it is light. If you've ever seen me out at an event, you have seen my monster, my C100 that I carry around. I love my monster camera. I love my 60D that I have with a lens that I use. But my cameras tend to be heavy because the body itself and then the actual lens is also, the higher the lens, the longer the lens, the heavier it is. If you are not so keen to be carrying around a machine that has a heavy lens, or if you just want something you can tuck in your pocket real quick, a camera body with the 50 is great. So not only, like I said before, you can shoot a lot of different things, it's very versatile, but it's very lightweight. I don't know exactly how much this weighs, but this is very, very light. Last reason why you need the Nifty 50 is because it is cheap. Lenses can cost a lot of money. When it comes to me personally, when I'm upgrading my equipment, I tend to upgrade my lenses before I upgrade my camera bodies, and lenses can be hundreds and thousands of dollars, literally thousands with an S at the end of dollars. The Nifty 50 is not that much. I actually got this one off of eBay. I actually got it a couple years ago, but I want to say I only it was around $100. It probably was like maybe 120-ish with shipping, but around $100. And you really can't beat that for a lens that is this versatile, this light, this hardcore. I have taken this lens, I actually took this lens to Egypt when I traveled to Egypt and did that Egypt portrait series that I did. I took this was the only lens that I had. I only took this lens. I wanna say every brand of camera has a lens that you compare it with. There are also other brands that just make lenses like Zeiss or Sigma. They don't necessarily make camera bodies, but they make lenses that you can get a Nifty 50 off of. There are different versions of the Nifty 50, but just a plain old regular basic Nifty 50 is great for you to start out with. That is it. I hope that this was informative. People ask me all the time about equipment, so I'm gonna just start doing this little series to help you guys choose, because really, it really does depend on you and your eye, your creativity, your preferences. But I know that it helps when you really don't know where to start. My opinion, just get the Nifty 50. So thank you for watching. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up. Tell me down below, do you have the Nifty 50? Are you gonna get the Nifty 50 next? What do you want me to go over next? I have a couple other lenses I'm gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about lighting, all that stuff. So stay tuned. Make sure you like this page, subscribe to me on YouTube, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.